Lions TV, this is the Den Daily, bringing you all the latest gossip, views and transfer news from in and around the Den. This morning the news came from Richard Cowley. Who else? London News Online, that Millwall are willing to listen to offers for Mahlon Romeo in the summer. I'll be honest, I forgot he was even still at the club. We keep talking about all these loanees that go back and all these players that are out of contract, and there's going to be a lot of ins and outs throughout the door in the summer at the Den. However, I completely forgot about Romeo. Of course, he was brought to the club from Gillingham, I believe, a long time ago. Developed through our youth system a little bit and then come into the first team under Neil Harris, and he played a pivotal role in helping us gain promotion back to the Championship. Big fan favourite, and a great relationship with Jed Wallace down the right-hand side. Actually, at one point, I think it was rumoured that West Ham, amongst others, were interested, and he was tipped on to go on and do better things, in the Premier League. That didn't materialise, and there's more to it, of course, which I will cover, but from a playing perspective, I feel that he massively went off the boil. Him and Jed's relationship, and I'm talking, on the pitch, not personally, from what I'm seeing, getting down the right-hand side and linking up, that sort of dried up. He stopped scoring goals, which isn't all to his game, but he did usually chip in with goals, especially in League One. And I just felt that his levels had dropped slightly, as on top of that he wasn't really up to the Championship. In my opinion, I didn't think he was that good. And I did say at the time, people saying he's going to go on to bigger and better things. I didn't really see that in Romeo. He's got pace. His defending isn't great. He could come forward and get involved further up the pitch, as I said, but that's sort of dried up. And then for me, he wasn't the most outstanding player for us. Of course, then other things happened. COVID kicked in, situations around the world, and there was a little bit of conflict. I think it's open for me to say that. And it didn't really seem to be a future at the club for Mahlon Romeo. Of course, the rise of Danny McNamara as well put pay to him 100%. And in the summer, in August in 2021, he was loaned out for an entire season to Portsmouth. League One, they was expecting to bounce back, expecting to do better things, and they haven't really done that under the Cowley brothers. And their season has fizzled out, and as a result, they will remain in League One. So now Romeo's loan time is up. He's going to come back to the Den, and I checked out this morning, and thanks to my mate Stato Steve for telling me, he signed a long-term contract at the Den in 2020, in March. And he still has, I believe that to be a 4-year deal. He's still got 2 years to run on his contract. Now, Portsmouth have said that they can't afford to keep him. I think if they had got promoted, maybe things would have been different. But they can't afford to A, buy him, or B, afford his wages, or C, both. I don't know. So he's not going to be going on a free anytime soon. 2 years to run on his contract, unless the club want to pay him up. But I need to try and get him out the door, because I don't believe he's got a future at the club. I don't believe he wants to play at the club, and he's not better than Danny McNamara. So he'll be an understudy at best if he comes back. So yeah, Mahlon Romeo, there's the news today coming out of the Den that he is returning to the club. Pompey are not going to sign him, so he is available. Gary Router said he is available to buy in the summer. Again, he's on the wage bill now. So even if you can't sell him, you need to try and reloan him out and hope that someone contributes towards his money. Or you need to face facts that we got him for nothing, and if you can sort of get him off the books, in my opinion, on a freebie, it wouldn't be the end of the world. If he agrees, yeah, all right, it ain't worked out for me here, I'll walk away from my contract because I've got this contract. I'm not sure he'll do that. I don't know the guy, so I wouldn't like to speculate. Or if we can sell him on the cheap, then, he's a League One player, in my opinion. That's his level. So you've got to try and find the League One club that's willing to take a punt. Probably, he's not going to be cheap. If anything, from around $500,000 up to $1 million, I would say. And that's not me thinking he's good. That's just me speculating what the current market might be. He's 26 years old, so he's got a lot to offer somewhere. And as we know, and I've said, he's good in League One. He is good in League One. So he could maybe help someone with a promotion push, maybe a Sunderland if they don't go up, maybe a Sheffield Wednesday. I'm thinking someone along those lines, a bigger club in the division, if you like, on paper. And there is a rumour already today that Cardiff have thrown their hat into the mix, and they are interested in signing Mahlon Romeo. As I said, I don't really feel he's up to this standard, but Steve Morrison has obviously worked with him before as a player, currently in charge at Cardiff, although I'm not sure he will be next season. Lots of managerial changes, and their season has fizzled out badly as well. So, yeah, Cardiff are currently interested, but it's not really, I don't think he's up to the standard. As I said, nothing personal. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll go and kick on again at someone like Cardiff. But as I've already said, for me, he's more suited to a high-end League One club. But yeah, there you go. For the now, he's going to be returning to Millwall Football Club. And if he doesn't go in the summer, he will start the 2022-23 season as a Millwall player, which will be interesting to see how that one develops. And I will let you know the more I find out. I hope you've enjoyed this one. There'll be a preview out on Thursday. There'll be a match report for the under-23s out a bit later today because they're playing at the Den in their final game against Sheffield Wednesday. But for now, that's your lot. The club have said that they are willing to listen to offers for Mahlon Romeo to leave the club. So that's your lot for the Den Daily. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm still buzzing off Fulham's 7-0 win. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.